Something interesting is this morning I may have actually helped find a missing person. Um, now, disclaimer: this is not definite. Could have been a different person, um, and it's possible that they would have found this person eventually, based on where I saw the person I thought of. But even the person was missing, they may have found him eventually. But basically, I was running a little late for work, and my DoorDash order was gonna get there before I did. And I was waiting to go to the waiting there. I was really watching the time, so I knew basically what time it was. And this guy who I thought was acting a little strange, like thinking, um, maybe I won't get into the medical details. It's um, not right, not ethical. But this one individual caught my attention, partly because I had to sit next to him, because the bus was crowded. So it's interesting because if the bus wasn't crowded and I wasn't running late for work, I may not have found the person. But basically, around 11:30 or so this morning, my phone went off with the alert that someone was missing. I didn't know what it was at first, but I figured out what it was. And a few minutes later, I went on break, and I read what the alert said. I'm thinking, like, is this the guy? Was it him? I know it was a long stretch, but I called the non-emergency number. Started talking about the uh, what was going on, with how I might have seen that guy, and uh, that officer's transferred me to dispatch or something, um, where I explained what the person I saw. Um, I guess I was kept saying it was a long stretch. Basically, I told them which bus I was on, about what time it was, where I thought the person got off, and I thought he got off at a hospital stop, because he was against the side of the bus, and I was in the aisle, so I had to get out of the way for him. And so yeah, it may have been the guy, may not have been, but and like I said, if he was going to the hospital, there's a good chance he would have been, the family or whoever would have been notified eventually. But something interesting. But big thing that really helped was I was able to give them details like the bus I was on, the timestamp, the time it was, so they can get that video monitored real quick. They know which bus to check and around what time to check, so that narrows it down a lot. And plus, I said which hospital the individual may have been going into, um, so that they can just check their. If that is the case, they can check the cameras real quick, and if so, they can call someone to see if someone. Imagine the description came in to the hospital. There are so many ways you can just check real quick, because that narrows down that possibility really easy. Um, so, if it was that person, then he did go into the hospital. They will have figured out eventually, most likely. Um, but yeah, that's an interesting story. I may have helped find a missing person, but if it was that person, there's a good chance he will have been found eventually. And but yeah, it's actually a very interesting story. It lets you know to keep those alerts on your phone, because you never know. Maybe you've seen that person. Maybe you will see that person. Um, that's good. Good thing to have that alert on your phone. Also, stay aware of your surroundings, not just for your safety, but in case you do see that person, because you never know, you might run into them. Um, hey, I may have run into them on the bus of all places. So keep those alerts on your phone. Some people turn them off, but keep them on so that you can be on the lookout, be aware of what's going on, because you may end up finding someone that's missing or something. But yeah, interesting story.